How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting. Welcome back to my attempt again. So we're going to be jumping back in. I'm going to try and get the last fight done in the Coliseum battle. Did not end well last time. I'm going to try again. I'm going to make it happen. It's probably going to take a bit, but we're going to make it happen. This is my team that I've decided on so far. I'll go over their stats just briefly, but basically my goal is to finish that fight. And then I think we're ready to go once I equip the team. So like make sure everybody's kitted out. So gonna go win that tournament. Then I'll probably spend way too long equipping everybody, make sure everyone's got their slots filled. I spend all my resources, just get everything done I can, and then we're gonna jump onto their ship and get ready for whatever's next. So we're getting into the end game now. I just gotta stop being terrible at the game and we'll get there. So yeah, let's jump in and let's look at our team. So, I've chosen this team. Why have I chosen this team? I think I need somebody who can restore some CP. It just seems good. It was either going to be Kevin or Reese, and I feel like Kevin is a bit more balanced. I could easily change it though and switch over to Reese if I feel like I'm having a lot of trouble. I'm keeping Ren. People pointed out that, maybe there's better picks, but I still feel like she's my powerhouse, and I think she's really important for getting through the first 3 layers for sure. Annalise, I'm keeping because I need her on the team to try and just get us to the end and to get her that special upgrade that she apparently gets if she's equipped with the Genu. Not equipped with, but she has it still when we get through it, so I really want to make sure she's here. And then Richard. There's a lot of people that made good arguments for having Tita on the team, and that could be another switch out here. But having Richard, I did a little bit of experimenting, and I've kind of souped him up to be a super powerhouse. And so if I'm going to focus on Ren and Kevin being our 2 healers, make sure Kevin's S-Craft is switched over to the healing and defensive side. And then, because Kevin is, Richard is really good at single target damage. Even all of his S-Crafts and, his S-Craft and his, craft skills are single target focused. And people were pointing out that I was panic spamming, S-Crafts, and that usually is a bad idea in general. Just especially for the final fight. It's a lesson I kind of had to learn last time. I immediately forgot it in my panic. And also having a single target focus is a really good idea. Just being able to get someone down quickly. And now I've been thinking about my strategy for who do I target. And at first I was thinking of targeting Lowell and getting him out of the way first, because he'll probably be the easier to drop. But I thought about it a little bit today, and I realized I might actually go for Cassius first, because he's going to be the harder one to drop. And so I want to throw everything I've got at him. And then when I'm fighting Lowell, when he gets hurt enough, he starts dividing himself. And if I can keep Ren on her feet, that's when she'll become really strong, when she can start spamming and hitting all the clones simultaneously to just chip down all their damage, all their health simultaneously. Because up until then, Ren's only going to be able to do focus targeting down. And so I'm going to kind of focus on that. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing. I'm focusing on Richard having given the Super Gladiator headband and the Brilliant Crown. I might switch him up to give him the headband and the belt. If I give them both to him, he can just CP like crazy. But that Brilliant Crown is just freaking ridiculous. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, maybe I do give him the belt. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna switch this up now. But yeah, if I give him the belt, so let's unequip that. Because then I give him the super belt. It drops some of his stats, but he's already such a beast, it actually isn't that terrible. And then I give you the Brilliant Crown to help, because she needs a little bit pickup, and so that actually might be a good idea. And then for you, yeah, let's give you the circlet. Still want him to have a gladiator belt because I do need him. I need Kevin to be consistently getting CP so he can fire CP at other people if necessary. And then, okay, for orbments, I've got Kevin on his kind of generalized one. Ideally, I'm focusing him on buffing and healing. I basically have him able to do, heals. He can't do a resurrect, unfortunately, but I can't really justify that without like sacrificing other things I really need him to have. Ren is freaking awesome as well. Or she can revive somebody, so in a pinch I can do that, but still, it's not great. Annalise, I kind of just have her kitted out to just kind of be good. Actually, can I give her a better HP? Yeah, I can give her higher HP. But yeah, just kind of wanted to give her whatever advantages I can. And then Richard, I basically pushed him to have the best statting possible. I gave him nothingness, just on the chance that if he could, like, inflicting ailments sounds kind of fun. I don't think it'll matter much in the arena, but still, it just seemed like a fun idea and a good fit for that slot. Basically, otherwise, give him movement, maximum speed. The movement is actually to try and offset the Onyx Gem, to make sure he doesn't like have a lack of ability of like getting across the battlefield. Maxing his HP, getting his damage up as high as possible, making sure he can hit, and also trying to make it so he can dodge out of the way. Basically, I want Richard on the front line the whole time. I want him striking and not missing as much as possible. Yeah. Why is his dex so low, actually? That's a problem. If his dex is that low, he's going to be missing. Huh. Can't have that. Okay, so we gotta figure out why that's so low. Yeah, it is. I gave him hit to give him extra dex. So if I didn't have that, he was gonna have crazy. Why is his dex so low? Like, what is doing that? Oh, the jagged armor. Okay. So we don't want that. We want him to have a higher. Yeah, okay. That's definitely a big mistake then. In that case, I would say, why don't we give you the jagged armor, because I don't need you to be hitting with your weapon. So that makes a bit more sense, to give you just as much beef as I can. Yeah. All right. Also, I gave him physical. Someone mentioned if I give someone physical, they'll be blasted down by like the cannon of the tank, but in that final fight, they'll be a lot less likely to get like one-shotted by Cassius and Lowell, which is a really solid point. So I want to make sure I have somebody who can heal or do something. It'd be nice if I could also get him to revive, but why can't I give him the revive? Like, what is he missing for that? Revives and heals. Oh, it's stone. But give up yin yang. Yeah, that actually might be worth it because it gives him that revive. So, yeah, okay. That feels pretty good then. Give him the revive so that if he's last man standing, I can at least get somebody back up on their feet if necessary. It's unfortunate. I could give him EP cut, but I can't boost his EP anymore. So I really want to focus his energies on almost exclusively just healing, because otherwise he's going to suffer. So, all right. I think we're good. So at this point, I'm going to go for it and just try. I'm going to skip most of the battles. You already saw basically everything up until like that final fight. So I probably will just get myself to that finale there. And we will, and then from there, I'll showcase like if I win, or maybe the numerous losses. I'm not looking forward to this. I want to beat it. I want to beat it. But I'm just sitting here thinking like, how long is this gonna take? How many times do I have to try? Okay. Well, regardless, I'll see you on the other side. Because, for better or worse, I'm not giving up until I get this done. Okay. So far, dry run of the strategy is looking great. Oh, he's so scary. Teleports behind you. He doesn't even teleport behind you. He teleports in front of you, hits you so hard that he is then behind you. Like, he doesn't go through him. He's just now behind you. It's almost worse. That'll protect everyone. So he's probably gonna go for Kevin now. There we go. Oh, I might have timed that so well right there. Oh no. Unless he goes for Kevin. Nope, I literally timed that super well. I forgot he did a small area of attack, so I'm really, really glad I did that. That was very much on a whim. I didn't think about that. That was excellent. Now, teleport in front / behind. See, he's in front, and then now he's behind, but he didn't have to move. Ironically, either we're all really, really fast compared to him, because I swear I remember him being a quick little bugger. But now we're just like, I got some speed up on my people, sure, but like even then, I feel like they're getting like 3 turns to his 1. At this point, I'm like saving CP for the fight that's coming next. There we go. Perfect, we're basically 200s across the board. Although, going into this fight, good job, Ren. You are an exterminator. Going into this final fight, I've got my plan. I wish I could save here, dang it, so I don't have to redo the whole thing every time I fail. My plan to try and get me through this is the only person I'm going to activate S-Crafts for is going to be Richard, and only on crits, ×10s, or to stop them from getting a perk. Maybe I will allow Annalise if it's like an emergency. And I guess, actually Kevin, I do want to put his out there as a protection. But yeah, like, it's basically just whatever happens, happens. Silver gem, yep.
試合終了。挑戦者ケビン。
I'm scared. I'm scared, everybody. Okay. Hopefully my plan is sound. Focus down 1. If we're taking 1 out, Cassius has to go first. He's too dangerous.
ついに果たしてそれでは
Lowell we can handle, especially when he starts multiplying, because if Ren's on the field, we can spread out her damage.
対するは赤の組。それでは
Team Blades. Oh my gosh.
レディー
Oh man.
ファイト。
Oh, I'm scared. I am amazed that Ren's going first here. Holy crap. Do we have... There's no chance she's actually going to cast this before they move. So what we're going to do is immediately try and get a clock up on as soon as we can. Your pupil? Why would you do that? Alright, we immediately have a situation where I kind of need to use like our ability here, but... Okay, we're gonna do it. Keep that 10x away from Lowell. We're not doing any more unless we really feel like we have to. Come on. Come on, make it worth it. Alright, that's 14,000's real solid on Cassius. I'll take it. I have a feeling I almost want to click this. I do. I want to click this. Oh, that's... I thought I switched this S-Craft. Oh, no. Well. That's not what I wanted to do. That is very unfortunate. Well, fetch me. That's not great. I thought that was going to be a defense. Because I knew this was coming. I could feel it in my bones. Gosh darn it. My stupid hubris. I swear, I changed it. I swear I changed it. Maybe it didn't save or something. Oh. I'm gonna have to stop that 10x, so I need to do something about that. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think he's down. Good. Oh, I just got them all. Okay, sweet.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yes! Oh. God, that took forever. Thank you to the wonderful audience who gave me such fantastic advice. I really appreciate it. I think I was going to go crazy if I tried to do that myself. Your tips were really, really good. I do think it would have been I would have been interested in CT coming in, but I think Richard was like, I took him for a spin with like the build I put for him, and I was like, oh, that's a super solid. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. There we go. Look at that, Maxim, a Vajra, Celestial Bomb. Surprise round 5.
試合終了。挑戦者ケビンチームの勝ち。
乾杯。
挑戦者ケビンチーム、ここにナイトメアバトルを制覇しました。
Woo! Thank you, thank you. Genuinely feels like it was worth, like it was valuable.
どうもおめでとうございます。それにしてもまさかあの者たちを退けるとは。
On normal mode.
いやはや皆様方には大変驚かされました。どうぞこれをお受け取りください。
A soul. 20,000 mira.
これ以上のバトルはありませんが、気が向いたらまたいつでもこの場所へお越しください。
I like how he gave me a soul.
それではどうかごきげんよう。
Alright. Now something special is supposed to happen with Annalise, right? The story arena is finished. Ginu's power is increased. There we go. That's such a cool little hidden Easter egg to be right there. And it's crazy you have to bring her to the match. But let's see what it is now. Because we have Richard. So he's got the special strange ore blade, right? So it's got 1550, and it does all your stats up 20 and your speed 15. Oh, it unequipped it. So this is her starting one. Ginu now, 116. Arts, defense, and arts, like, 150. Dex plus 100. Oh! Oh my gosh, that thing's insane! Good grief. That's actually terrifying. Holy crap. Okay. Okay. Wow. She's gonna be wonderful on the battlefield. Okay. Woo! Alright, so I think that's everything, right? Like, I'm almost scared because, like, I know I'm probably about to start the final mission, but everyone seemed to say we're good. I think we've done it all. Oh, yeah, real quick. Let's look at what Soul does. So, Soul. EP is automatically converted to CP during battle. What? That's crazy. Oh, wow. So if you have someone who's not a caster, you could boost your CP. Or, another way you could phrase it is EP when walking in battle. So if you have Ingenuity and Soul put together, you could have an endless battery there, potentially. I'm not sure what the exchange rate would be, but imagine like passively gaining EP every turn and passively then turning that into CP every turn. I wonder if I put that on like Richard, if that engine could just become an unstoppable force of nature. Okay. But now for the big stuff. I gotta get literally every single person equipped, and that's gonna have to take another freaking nightmarish amount of time. So I still need to like come back in a bit when I've gotten everybody all equipped as much as I can. So this is gonna be quite a chore. So give me a bit. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I finished the tournament and I've been working hard, but suiting everyone up is taking a lot longer than I expected. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here and take a break. I will record, like I won't record the suiting up of everybody. I'll just like stop the recording here. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Next day I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna like get everyone kitted out, everything all set up, and I'll finish the recording tomorrow. And I should be able to get it out on time then. So wish me luck, because, okay. But hopefully it's all going to go all right. So thank you so much for your patience. I am very excited to share this with you now that I'm finally able to move on. But my goodness, kitting everyone out is taking a lot of time. Thankfully, I feel like I've got enough resources to make it work. I definitely can't keep everyone on premium levels of stuff, but I'm going to try and have some like really solid, just like, I've got some really powerful builds going right now. I'll just, like, if I have to break up the groups or something, I'm going to try and disperse some of my heavy hitters into like other areas, just to make sure like each division has at least one really solid person, probably two, and then, you know, just whoever else can be there to help. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect. I just know that everyone, you just all said, you know, kit everyone out and do all that stuff. So I'm going to do it as intelligently as I can. And since I won't be able to access any stores or anything after this, I'm just going to spend everything I've got. I just need to decide where that money needs to go. So right now, it feels like all of it's going to get eaten up by trying to get boots and armor for everybody, because I got like some sets of decent armor, but it feels like I don't have very much. So anyway, you're going to see a cut here. I have got like hours between this recording and later, but yeah, we're going to do that. So thank you so much for everything. I'll see you in a bit. Hi, so we're back. For you, it's been a second. For me, this has basically been 2 days in the making, mostly because it's hard for me to find the time to record. But I think we're ready. We've done everything. I beat the tournament. I have gone through and equipped everybody. I'm going to do just a blast through, but I have one last decision I'm going to make live, and then we're going to jump into everything. But we are here. I've kind of got my, like, into the finale team here. Honestly, it's a well-balanced team. I'd be very happy to run with this group into any combat really at this stage. However, I don't anticipate that's going to be a huge thing. But got Kevin here, my boy. Got him some gear. You're gonna see like a mix. Like obviously because I had to gear everybody up. Not everyone's at peak performance gear, but they've got good enough. I got Kevin. I got Ren, Estelle, Joshua. Now so far I have Estelle. I gave her one of the special ore weapons. Joshua, I gave him another special ore weapon. I have Reese. She's just got her big sword. Tita, souped up, looking good. Chloe, no point getting her a super strong sword, but that's fine. Just set. Basically, just something. Annalise with the super upped Genu, making her probably one of the strongest fighters I have now. She's going to be basically, I'm anticipating a team lead. Shara, who I basically realized by playing I had like never used. I didn't even get like an upgraded weapon for her. This is like the weapon she started with, so I bought her another one. But I've got her set up as a caster. Julia, she's here. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I had a better sword for her there. I'm glad I checked. But yep, just got her here. She's an attacker. Olivier. I made him another super caster. Like he's got the setup to be able to become really, really strong. So he's a heavy duty caster as well. I've gave him another one of the ores blades because I have a feeling he's going to be very, very helpful in the future, especially with some of the bigger potential fights and such. Richard, he's got an ore sword. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, did I give an ore sword to Estelle? Maybe I was thinking about it, but I haven't yet. Because I think I only got 4. So I know Richard has one. I know Joshua has one. Maybe that's it then. Maybe I had 2. I don't know. Anyway, Mueller, got him here. He's got stuff. And Zin, he's my big, like, punchy man. Pretty solid. So everyone's all equipped up. Like I said, I've got like orbs. Like I basically outfitted the best orbs I could until the Sephiroth was starting to run dry. It's not depleted in case I had any last second things I want to do, but I basically depleted, especially water. I had to make a lot of water and sapphire gems to try and make sure as many people as possible had really solid like healing. So yeah, that's that. Like I basically ran as many of the big ones as I could. So I feel like I've got a pretty good complement. Kevin's a fairly big caster. Ren's, of course, Ren. I haven't changed her setup for a while now. Estelle is not focused on casting. She's more about combat, but she definitely has a decent backdrop of casting, so she can do it pretty well. Joshua, he's basically all about combat and attacking. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. But here's a good example. Like, I don't have enough stuff to give him another, like, HP max, but he's got pretty good HP, so I don't feel too bad about that. Reese, pretty same. She's kind of more built on, like, kind of defensive casting. Tita, I mostly focus on just, like, stat increases on the hopes that when she gets in her mech, these will help her, and she's, like, really strong in the mech. I trusted her out a bit. Chloe, of course, is like my super healer. She's basically like the GOAT when it comes to the healing. Josette, I kind of just slapped whatever I could on her. To be honest, like we were at the bottom of the barrel when Josette came along. That's fine. Annalise, she's really strong. She basically has the same build I gave her before. Shara, I made her a pretty strong caster as well. I couldn't get her to the highest tiers, but I think I've got her. She's basically got all the casting I would want, like all the major like healing abilities, so that's good. Julia, again, mostly just trying to increase her attack stats, make her tougher to fight. Olivia, he's like probably my second best healing caster. Like goes Chloe and then Olivia. Like I think they're the top two when it comes to just what they have and like the buffs they have to that. I got, again, very, very strong. I'm going to try putting Mirror on him. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. So, we'll have to see. It's a risky maneuver, but I feel like for him it works pretty good. So, we'll see. I also might crash the game with it. People are saying it could crash the game when you're in that final fight of the arena, so don't use Mirror. But I imagine it could crash in other places too, so we'll see. Richard's basically the same as I had last time with him. I gave him Soul because I thought the idea, because I was like, I'm not going to use Richard to cast unless it's like really necessary. So letting him convert EP into CP and letting him just constantly fire his like stuff. Because I took off his equipment. I gave him his Super Gladiator headband, but I took away the other one because I'm trying to spread it out like some of our best gear. And so I thought this would be fun, giving him the Soul to allow him to just keep being a big battery, which I thought would be very effective. Mueller, kind of picking up some scraps to try to give him some heavy attack stuff, and then Zen, heavy defensive stuff, but also I want him to be able to act more, to be able to move more. So, yeah. All right, that's pretty much the big summary. I guess I have one more piece of ore. Who do I give it to? I'm trying to think of who my big hitters are. So I already gave Joshua Made of Strange Ore, and I think Force Flag, staff with a flag symbol like okay, so no, I didn't give it to her. This is just her strong weapon. It's just pretty strong. Annalise is good. Richard's good. Agat's good. I mean, Mueller's pretty strong. I tried to get his dex up. I might have overdone it because like I was having that problem with his dex being too low where he wasn't hitting anything. Oh, I did give Tita. Someone mentioned giving Tita nothingness is pretty good because she has a standard area of effect. So if I am using her cannon, it's a good chance it'll give statuses. Especially because she also has the large area of effect not S-crafts, craft skills. So I was like, that's a great idea. Reese would be another decent choice too. What? How about I do this? Who's got, like, let's look at the stats and see who's got the strongest, highest strength who, like, I know is, like a melee hitting enemy. So somebody uses a melee. I guess, I mean, like, ranged weapons work too, but, like, even like Kevin here, he's pretty strong, but his archery is never really what I'm using him for. Like, and like Ren too, like, I think it'd be fun to give Ren, like, a super crazy weapon, but I don't use her for her weapon, like, ever. Estelle is a really solid choice. She's pretty strong, and I use her for physical attacks all the time. Reese is technically stronger, so I might be able to get more out of it with her. Already got you set up. Julia, maybe? Mueller's a pretty decent choice. I can see Zen benefiting from it. I feel like Zin's pretty good, though. Yeah, his gauntlets are pretty good. I think I want to give it to Estelle. I really think that's a good idea. And I think that's my last ore, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
ゼムリアストーンか了解しました。
All right, here we go. The sphere Solie.
またかのあなた方の
And that's it. That's the last ore. Okay. So let's give that to you. Oh, dang. That actually makes her really good. That's a decent boost. Yeah, okay. I feel pretty good about that now. So I am going to be using Estelle a lot for attacks and striking people. And so that's a really solid upgrade to keep her up. Also, I purposely made sure she's wearing the Strega because, you know, it's Estelle. And she gets her special emblem. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think I can't think of anything that I would really need to change here. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I also got myself up so I have enough to craft several master hot pots if I'm just in a pinch and people need to like heal up, get some CP up, you know, kind of do a reset for whatever reason. I can cook like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 of these, so pretty good. I also made 7 blood extracts as like in battle use items because these heal all, cure all statuses, just really solid like emergency, like I need something. So yeah, I think we're good. Also, like I was going through items, I was like, oh, I should buy some resurrection items. I have like Celestial Balm. It cures a KO and heals all HP. I have 35 of these. I was using reviving bombs in the fights. Why did I not use these? I'm so dumb. I don't get myself. Also, you can see my Sephiroth in the right. I guess my face is probably over it, but the bottom is descriptive. Like I have a ton of space and time. Everything else is down. I have 500 Sephiroth, water Sephiroth left total. Technically, could I craft a few more bigger like Orbles and try and boost some people up a bit? Yeah, but I don't think it's worth it. I feel like I've got everything I really am needing and looking for. I feel like that little extra push is just so micromanagey. I just don't think I want to do that. All right, so I'm going to save just because I've made all these choices, and I think I'm ready to go. And yeah. It is time to start the end game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. For better or for worse, no matter what happens, it's been an honor. Take off on the Araceli.
もしあの白き翼で影の王のいる場所まで向かうとしたら
Celeste, I'll tell you, I've been here for so many days trying to work on these attacks, trying to find time to record, trying to decide how to, and I spent so much of my own private free time, like outside of recording sessions. Like I set aside time to record. Outside of that, like when I could be doing other stuff for myself, I set aside time to play in here to get everyone's kitted out. Like everyone equipped. I got as many like bits and bobs I thought I could use and needed. Spent basically all my money. I think we're about as good as we're gonna be.
もうこの庭園には戻れなくなってしまうでしょう。
I will miss the garden. The garden's great.
覚悟はよろしいですか？
We're ready.
承知しました。それでは皆さんを呼んで白き翼へ向かいましょう。
Here we go. Man, it's been a while since we've been here. Could you imagine in this pan you see those chests down there? Like, oh crap, I didn't get those. But we got all the doors. Oh, look at our crew. Everybody's here.
配置完了しました。
始祖様、どうか始めてください。わかりました。
Bring it to life.
それでは皆さん、この白き翼が大空へと舞い上がる姿。
While we're at it, can we imagine it's invincible and can't take damage?
そんな光景をイメージするといいでしょう。
No, unfortunately, in a cognitive sense, if we're being able to bring this thing to life because we're imagining it operating, it's going to operate like we expect like an airship to operate. Cognitive, being able to crafting things out of your cognition is going to be a very dangerous double-edged sword where like, yeah, you could technically make anything you want, but on the downside, you're not going to be able to enhance it beyond like what you understand of its capabilities.
了解でさ。
簡単に思い浮かびそうね。
Sure, Estelle.
この船は初めてですが、さぞ美しい光景でしょうね。
そういえば。
Oh my gosh, Gilbert's here. I didn't even think the fact that we were going to take him. Of course we're going to take him, but oh my gosh.
昔逮捕された時に、この船でレイストン要塞まで連行されたんだっけな。くそ。あれから僕の人生はめちゃくちゃに。
Bro, I think your life went off the rails as soon as you started working with Ouroboros.
そこのお方、どうか協力をお願いします。
We could just leave you behind, man.
みんなの思いが一つにならなければ、この翼が蘇ることはない。なんでしたら、一人で庭園に残りますか？
協力する！協力しますってば！
I love how we all try to look at him like, what's it gonna be, man?
まったく、ブツブツ。どうして僕までこんな。
That's the ticket, man. You did it to yourself.
やれやれ。ほんと、面白いお兄さんね。
Uh-huh. All right, everyone. Hey, Sieg's there too.
それでは始めましょうか。
Here we go. Oh, look at that.
これは。
Ah, yes! Back to life. It went from a husked memory to a tangible item. Oh, that's wild. That's really cool. The music's good. It's popping off. I'm so excited to finally be like get into this too. It's been a
起動
while.
完了。アルセイユ、いつでも発進可能です。
Scream! Yes, Sieg!
さすがに緊張したね。
Don't think about it. You'll make it true.
これで準備は整ったか。
ケビンさん、どうしますか？
ええ。出発するとしましょう。
It's time to end this.
清掃の外側。影の王が待ち受ける。
Lead the way,
不
Sieg.
毛なる荒野の彼方へ。
承知しました。ユリアさん、よろしくお願いします。
了解です。
All ahead,
皇
fall.
室親衛隊所属巡洋艦アルセイユ。これより最大戦速をもって機関始動。
Yes, man!
Yeah. Oh, the sky's flickering. Artifacting of an old game on a PC. It can't handle the power of the Araceli. Here we go. God, I mean, look, we're just freaking like in a hyperspace tunnel. God, the music's so good. Ooh. And there's like mirrors floating. I thought that was just like a weird glitch, but no, that's strange. So we're flying through the dead zones, the massive amount of space and conceptual like area that this entire artifact contains is just insane.
すごい。
Yeah, it looks amazing out there.
これが清掃の真の姿か。
Oh gosh. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, think about this. Like what this sequence looks like now, how pretty that looks, and I'm imagining what it would look like if you were physically like a person there. But then I got me thinking, they're doing those remakes right now, right? Like they released a new trailer for like the second game, the second chapter. I hope they'll do the third chapter. Cause you imagine this with modern graphics?
まるでカレイドスコープだね。
時速3000、3100、3200。ちょっと待って。
Oh,
3500、3800、
we're going real fast.
4300。
Well, we don't have to deal with air resistance out here. We probably could do a true consistent acceleration.
時速5000セルジュに到達。何？現在のアルセイユの最大戦速を大幅に上回るなんて。
どうやら理論的な限界値まで性能を引き出せたようですね。
That's awesome, but also really dangerous. Because can we fly this thing safely? It's not built to take like the G-forces of extreme acceleration.
これも皆さんが思いを一つにしてくれた証拠でしょう。
Oh, that's kind of cool. So theoretical maximum. That means like if we can tweak the engines enough, we might be able to get it this fast someday.
びっくりです。
That's almost double. That's almost double speed.
この速度なら目的地までそれほどかからへんかもな。
清掃の領域はまだ抜けられないのでしょうか。
いや、距離的にはそろそろのはずだ。
I wonder if we're gonna see some turbulence when we get out. Uh-oh.
前方に帯状の障壁を確認。
Barrier.
あと120秒でぶつかるよ。
Oh, that's terrifying.
機関全速主砲発射準備。連続砲撃による海面突破を敢行する。
That's a gamble.
Yeah.
If it's like a brick wall, we're dead. Have we ever seen there set like fire before? I don't think we have. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's actually a cutscene. Oh, look at that. It looks like a freaking explosion. Fire the lasers! Uh-oh. Whoa. Is this supposed to do that? Okay. That's not too bad. Although the big white void could be anything. Oh, whoa. What is this? It looks... Whoa! It's an actual wasteland, but it looks like there's ruins here. God, I think it's freaking like it's a fighter jet. We are in trouble if we have to suddenly break or we hit something. We're just dead. What are all the spheres, though? Are they supposed to be planets? We don't know anything about the solar system of this place, do we? Like, does this place have, like, moons and other planets? Like, oh, I gotta know.
こいつを
Yeah, look at this place.
これが清掃の外側。
まさに不毛の荒野ね。
I wonder why. Is it because it's underpowered, or is it representative of the nation that was here that's now gone?
目的地の座標に関してはすでにお伝えした通りです。このまままっすぐ進めばじきに到着できるでしょう。
I'm glad you're here, Celeste, but like, are we gonna lose you? Because I honestly was thinking that she implied that she couldn't leave. So I'm glad she's here, but I'm worried we're gonna lose her.
これで一息つけるわね。なかなか楽しかったわ。
It really was. That was awesome.
ここまで速い船は汽車にもなかったし。
しかしこの広大さ。
Mm-hmm.
影の国というものがこれほどの場所だったとはな。
これが輝く輪のサブシステムに過ぎないとは。
The other thing to consider too is like where we've been in the plains. They feel really big, but it was really doing slices of other places, and so in our heads it felt like it was like part of this massive world, but in reality it was these very small pieces. In video game terminology, it's called a vertical slice. When they want to demo a game, they will like make a section of the game, they'll just polish it up and make it presentable for like a demo. But it's so isolated from the game itself that many times, especially nowadays, those vertical slices aren't even like representative of the game. They're just simply a showcase of what they want it to look like and be. And so often what you play in the demo has nothing to do with the actual game. Now, it used to be more common that vertical slices were literally parts of the game you were going to release. Like, I can think of a few examples of Mass Effect, I think Halo, like one of the Halos, and, oh shoot, I was just thinking one in my head, like Dragon Age. These were games that I remember playing, like the demo / vertical slices that they had. It was literally just the first like 10 minutes of the game. Like when I bought the game and played it later, it was the same. Like it was just that part of the game.
ますますもって輪が消えたということが信じられなくなってしまうね。
I don't know why I clicked there because I wasn't done with my thought yet. I was saying that inside that like stacked garden that we were seeing vertical slices of the real world, but it was a shell. It was basically smoke and mirrors. So it was really compact and fairly small if you think about it. This looks like to be the size of a freaking continent or something.
そいつは同感ですわ。簡単に消えてしまうにはあまりにスケールがでかすぎる。
I found what I was looking for, so it's time I went on home.
やっぱりあの時回収されたのは。
Yeah, which we saw that he collected the Ariel, like the actual like Sephiroth super gem. Gave it to the Grandmaster.
どうかした？
いや、大したことやあらへん。今回の事件には直接関係なさそうやしな。
Oh boy.
何これ。後方200セルジュに小型の飛行物体を感知。
Uh-oh. That sounds like a
なんだ
missile.
と。
こんな場所に他の飛行船が。
いいえ、どうやら清掃からの追撃者のようですね。
追撃者。
モニター展開。後部カメラで飛行物体を捉えてくれ。
了解しました。
Alright, let's see what it is. Give me a look. It's playing the not fun music. Whoa, what is that? That looks for yeah, that's like the Dragoon thing, right? Like Leon's like mech thing. It's unfortunate. Patter Vader, can you do something about that?
あれって。
白銀のドラギオン。
見たことのない色ね。まずいね。アルセイユ以上の速度だ。
I almost just brushed past how Ren, she says, I've never seen one in that color. That means she sees multiple of these things. It wasn't like some one-time thing.
このままだと捕捉されるよ。
取りつかれたら厄介だな。あの機体には一度アルセイユを落とされている。
Oh, Fetch, you're right.
空中戦4位。反転しつつ敵竜機を迎撃する。
いや、それには及ばない。
Why? What are you talking about, Gilbert?
なんや兄さん。
Oh, you gonna say it's yours?
とうとう君たちにこの僕の真の実力を披露する時が来たようだね。
We're throwing him off the ship.
大丈夫？
I'm like maybe I hope I'm wrong, but I'm like he's like my machinations are complete. I will destroy you all.
下の医務室で休んだ方がいいのでは？
まあそこで見ていたまえ。真のヒーローの活躍ぶりをね。
What?
言っちゃった。
All right, now let's talk about the actual plan.
なんなのよ。
Is he actually gonna redeem himself here? Dude, we're flying fast. If you jump off this thing, you're gonna be. Oh. We gotta remember, like you know, normally, something flying this quickly, you couldn't just walk out on the deck. Except the way that the Septian technology works, it makes like a bubble. So the air out here is windy, but it's well maintained because of the kind of a shell that they produce to fly. If he were to jump off and leave that shell, the forces on his body would be insane.
ようやく僕が主役を張れる時が来たようだな。
Oh no.
もしこの世界が人の思いを反映するのなら。
He's actually got a point there, and he's nothing if not delusional.
いでよ。早急よりもなお青い。雲海を切り裂く僕の翼よ。
Yapachi. Oh my gosh, it worked.
よくぞ来た。ミクラウヘビ所属第38強化両兵部隊中隊長
You're a
ギル
commander?
バート・スタイン。
Is he actually a commander?
これより敵竜機の撹乱及び迎撃を行う。
Why did you suddenly become cool? Like, what are you doing? Like, you're actually making me respect you. Yeah, save Estelle.
あの時の人形兵器か。
まさか人が乗れたなんて。あの機体、やっぱり山猫号を襲ったのはあいつだったんだな。
Yeah.
でも考えたわね。あれ機動性だけならドラギオンと張っているわよ。
Boom! Just dead. Oh gosh. Oh, hey, he got some hits. That's impressive.
うまい。
へえ、やるじゃない。
ただのヘタレかと思ったら根性見せるじゃねえか。
Gabe, you're not gonna get me to like him. I don't care if he dies a hero here.
見直しちゃいましたよ。
しかしあれでは撃墜するのは難しそうだな。
そうですね。やはりこちらも反転して迎撃した方が。
それには及ばないと言っただろう。
Oh, she sounds so disappointed. Oh.
いいから先に来たまえ。どうせ僕がついていっても戦闘の役にはあまり立たない。ならばここでせいぜい目立たせてもらうさ。
君は。
なーに、撃墜できないまでもこのまま撹乱することはできる。
This is very brave of him. What's his game?
頃合いを見て離脱してそっちに追いつかせてもらうさ。
了解した。ブーンを祈る。
そちらこそね。
ギルバート。
I mean, fetch me. That's something valuable.
やれやれ、いいところを持っていかれたな。
まああいつの腕なら多分心配ないんじゃない？
I mean, we were worried about that thing striking the Araceli out of the sky. There's no way it won't strike him out. Except, I guess, if he can keep ahead of it, maybe.
僕たちの山猫号もかなり苦戦させられたし。
確かに。ここは兄さんを信じるか。
Like, if I were literally here, this would be the time I'd be like, I gotta be honest, if we're at the stage in this adventure where we're relying on Gilbert to succeed, I'm not so sure we can do this.
せめてもの無事を。
そうだな。機関再び全速。このまま目的地まで一気に駆け抜けるぞ。
Yes, man!
There we go. Alright, Gilbert, what are you gonna do? You pull this off?
これぞヒーローの醍醐味。
He's so happy.
僕ってばなんてかっこいい。
Oh, wait a minute. Yep, Gilbert, you did remember you jumped off the ship to fight an actual threat, right? Oh no. Oh, that's actually really bad. Uh-oh.
ちょっと待った。それはいくらなんでも反則だろう。待ってアルセイユ。ごめん。
I think
今のなし。
It's okay, buddy. You're already out of range. They won't know how cool you look. Well.
でも通信範囲外かよ。
Oh no. Gilbert, Godspeed. Run. Run for your life.
助けて女神様。
I mean, this place responds. Why can't you summon the glorious to save you?
あれ今何か聞こえなかった？
It's as if a cowardly voice screamed and then was suddenly silenced.
そう？前方120セルジュに巨大な構造物を感知。どうやら目的地みたいだよ。
Alright.
そろそろ目視できそうだな。
Alright. If this place is built on memories, and specifically bad memories, I think I know what this building's gonna look like. I would guess it's gonna look like the frickin' Liberl Arc.
ヨシュア君、カメラを回してみてくれ。
了解しました。最大ズームで目的地を
Oh,
補足
wait
開
a
始。
minute, though. Actually, no. Here's another thought. We know this is supposed to be Kevin's hell, right? So where is a focal point of Kevin's hell and learning and growth, and maybe where he felt his burden really came upon his shoulders? There's a picture in the loading screen that's always been there that I asked about once and somebody mentioned. It looks like a castle sitting on a like a precipice of stone above the ground. And they said that that was the headquarters for the Septian Church. That's what we're seeing, isn't it? We haven't seen anything about that in the entire game up till now. That's what it's going to be.
捉えました。モニターに回します。
Yep, there it is. Look at that thing. It looks like it's out of like Wonderland or something.
何あれ？
Oh, yeah.
おとぎ話の光景みたい。
Agree, Tita.
宮殿。いえ、どちらかというと城と呼ぶべきでしょうか。
暴漠たる荒野にそびえ立つ影の王の居城か。
なかなかロマンをかき立ててくれるね。
あそこに姉様が。
I suppose so.
ああ。それにしても、ずいぶんごっついもんを築き上げたもんやな。
Okay, no, so it's not based on a real place then. It's just kind of a cobbled together thing. You're shaking your stregas, huh?
さて、ケビン殿、どうする？
そうですな。注意しながら近づいて入れる場所を探してみましょう。多分影の王の方でも
Yeah.
俺たちを待ってると思います。
Not when she sent the aerial goon squad after us.
了解した。アルセイユ、減速開始。目標地点に到達したら周回飛行に入るように。
Yes, Mom!
I wouldn't want to be in any other airship with any other crew. Oh, the Oregon's coming in. This place is wild. Look at that. Almost looks like it's built out of pieces of everything else we saw, like the clock and Sumerian tower. The front gate looks like the door and part like of the Glorious. The castle from like the Gransel, maybe. Look at that. Yeah, it's like a dreamscape. Wow, that's actually really cool design. Like I'm not gonna lie, that's beautiful. Uh-oh. Creepy clock. Oh, it's never a good sign when they open the door for us. Oh, wait, the scale of this place. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. I thought the door was big. I didn't know it was titanically big. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's insane.
ここが城の玄関みたいだね。
なんかやたらと入り口があるんですけど、この作りアルテリアにある大聖堂の衣装と似ていますね。
Cathedral and Arteria. Okay, so it is. So that's probably what someone said was like the headquarters of the church.
ケビン、
ルフィナ姉さん、中にいるんはもう分かってる。俺はもう逃げも隠れもせえへん。いい加減この辺りでケリをつけようやないか。
Can you imagine how chaotic a battle would be if we actually could fight with all 16 of us at once?
よくぞ来た。我が幻影城へようこそ。
Phantasmagoria.
もはや多くを語る必要もあるまい。いざ最後の遊戯を始めるとしようか。
Right. Four doors. 16 of us. I see where this is going.
贖い人とその友らは上にそびえし大門へ。
Okay, so Kevin and so we have to send Kevin and Reese in the main door, so they have to be together on a team.
それ以外は等しく3つの門へ。それぞれ終点には趣向を凝らした教王を用意させてもらっている。それでは互いに大いに楽しむとしようではないか。
Oh boy. Yeah, everyone's like, oh no.
姉様、最後までルールにこだわるつもりのようですね。おそらくその通りにしないと影の王の元には決してたどり着けないでしょう。
At the very least, though, if she's committed to following rules, she's willing to at least allow us to approach her to have that shot. It'd be pretty easy in a place like this to just basically make sure we die.
ですがある意味、彼女自身もルールによって成立しているとも言える存
Just
在。
like I said.
おそらく罠の類は仕掛けられていないと思います。
あくまで正々堂々と私たちを叩き潰すつもりね。
Let's do it.
そうみたいだ。
なかなか素敵な正体ね。なんだかレンワクワクしてきちゃった。ちょっとわかるかも。私はワクワク半分ドキドキ半分だけど、
ま、こうして巻き込んでくれたお礼をしなきゃとは思ってたし。
喧嘩を売ろうってんなら喜んで買ってやろうじゃねえか。
Yeah.
アガットさんってば。
いずれにせよ避けては通れぬ道だろう。
この影の国が 果たしてリベールに新たなる災厄を及ぼしうるのか。
それを見極める意味でも捨ておくわけには参りません。
Yes!
僕は早く兄貴たちのところに戻って安心させてあげないと。
God, now that we know what this place is, though, I'm not sure why just Set got sucked into all this, honestly. It's not like she and Kevin had much of a connection.
俺もあんまり帰りが遅くなっちまったらキリカにどやされそうだぜ。
You better be talking to her.
僕としてはこのままみんなと一緒にいるのは望むところではあるのだが。
He's like, yeah, being a prince sucks. I'll just hang out here.
ま、さすがにそうも言っていられないだろうね。
当たり前だアホ。
皆さん、
どうやらみんなそれなら門ごとに4つの組に分かれましょう。そのうちの大門は俺とリースが受け持ちます。
Gotcha.
ええ、おそらく大門の先は最も危険で困難な道のはず。
Right.
それを含めて振り分けは慎重に決めた方がいいと思います。
It sucks that the greatest challenge is also going to be the most, like, difficult. So, like, I can only choose 2 people to go with them. Alright. Yeah, save. Please. So that way I can redo this if I really mess it up.
右門立ちふさがるは金の巨人。左門立ちふさがるは黒の幻想。正門立ちふさがるは赤き聖獣。大門立ちふさがるは世界の意志。
Well, that means nothing. Okay. Party 4, the world's will. Has to be these 2. Okay. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to probably pick my teams to get this started. But then we'll probably stop for today. It might be a shorter episode, it might not be. It looks like it'll be decent length. And you can all criticize my choices, but I at least want to do it one try with the teams I choose, and I'll show you my logic. We're going to walk through all the logic here, because I've been kind of chewing on this a bit. I didn't realize I was going to have to take... I figured Kevin would have to go into, like, the big one, but I didn't think Reese would have to. So, we got that going for us. But, here's my thinking. Kevin and Reese have some pretty powerful abilities. Kevin's spiked to be a healer. Reese has got some healing. They both have the ability to regenerate CP very consistently. They're probably going to be fighting a big boss, but I also need to prepare for other stuff. So I want to have them have Ren, because Ren's basically my, like, just my go-to, like, heavy hitter, right? So now we have a healer, we have a pseudo tank, we have a magic caster. So what we really need now is just, like, a heavy hitter. Now this is very interesting because we have a lot of good choices here. I would say my number 1 personal pick was going to be Richard, because he did such a spectacular job, and he'd be good where we have a lot of coverage for, like, area and group attacks. It might be good to have someone who's really good at taking down, like, a single target. But on that said, Annalise with her new sword is going to be on a similar level to Richard as far as damage goes. In fact, she might have him beat, especially because she can give herself the strength buff. So right out the door with her weapon, with the Genu upgraded and everything else, she's got a really solid chance of being really powerful. But then I did remember, I'm actually going to double check it to make sure, but I'm pretty sure someone said to bring Agat here as well. And to be fair, there's a good argument to be made there, because with 3 casters who could all heal, Agat being able to just serially do his S-craft, being able to, like, you know, supercharge himself and then do an S-craft, and then we could heal him up and then do an S-craft, heal him up, do an S-craft. Gave him the Big Buster Sword of Doom, and he's got there's something to be said about that. Like, even if he's not, like, single target focused, he can just smash out so many of those constantly. Except the only thing that makes me worry about that is that we've learned, because I've had to learn, that over time the S-crafts kind of mess up the turn order. So I'm a little worried about that. And I hope I made sure his speed's up high enough. I think it did. So I'm going to read through some of the notes people left, and I'm going to see, like, I want to refresh real quick, so give me a second. Okay, so I thought about it, and I think I have landed on it. And while it would be really fun, I do think I want to take Richard in this team. This is kind of like my super team here. I had, Annalise at the time, but like this is kind of my core of what helped us win the final tournament. And I think it gives us lots of coverage. Richard can help focus down a single opponent. Ren's for the the larger group attacks, but she can also do focus damage. And then these two can replenish CP for each other. They can do heals. They can do protection spells. There's a lot of good combinations here that I think work really, really well. It's not perfect. I'm sure other people will be like, bah, 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 but it is what it is. Okay, so now moving on to other parties. I'm going to start these where I'm basically going to elect a heavy hitter for each party group. Now, I'm also going to go by name. So the Golden Giant, the Black Guardian, and the Crimson Lizard. Crimson Lizard's probably a dragon. Single target probably be really good for them. So then I'm going to put you on Elise. The Black Guardian. It's probably all going to be single target now that I think about it, actually. Okay. Tita. And Estelle. Okay. So I think these are my major, they're kind of like my heavy hitters, right? Annalise has really strong crafts that are good at singling down a target. Estelle, the Golden Giant, actually. Maybe Estelle would be better to take down the dragon. I'm not sure. But anyway, so Estelle, she's going to be a very solid heavy hitter. Tita, it sounds odd, but getting her in her mech, I played around with her being in the mech. It's terrifying. And then Annalise is just going to be a really solid just smacker. Oh, actually, no. Take Tita away. No. Agat. We get Agat. Now, I still want Tita in a team. Maybe it'd be good to have her with Agat, but now if I have Agat there, I need a strong healer to be with Agat. So it's either going to be Chloe or Scheherazade. Because Chloe, Scheherazade, or Oliver, they're my three healers right now. Like the healers that aren't assigned. I think Oliver's actually my next better one. I think he's faster at casting. Yeah, Oliver. We'll put Oliver in that team. Chloe with Red. And Cher with Annalise. That actually, I'm actually kind of building teams that are almost thematic at this point. I think it's kind of like, so, we got to do that. Okay, Joshua. Let's get Tita. She'll be the tanky person. And I'll get Zin as the tanky person here. That means we kind of need a tankier person up here, possibly. How about Julia? Backup healer as well. Mueller. And Gisette. Okay. I kind of like this, actually. Julia is a decent all-rounder, which will kind of complement these two pretty well. Because we have, strong fighter, decent fighter, and pure healer. And she can also do magic damage if necessary, but, the focus will be just, the physical attacking and the healing. Then we have Agat, and with a strong healer. Oh, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. It's not as thematic. But maybe because of that, now I'm thinking about it, we go on another healer. And we have Mueller here, there. Yeah, okay. Because Julia has some healing capability. Might be good to have a backup healer for Agat. Mueller can just be kind of like a front row tank. To kind of, just take the damage. Hopefully do some good work. And then Gisette, unfortunately, just gets thrown onto whatever team. But this team's got pretty solid balance. Healer, tank, damage dealer, and then Gisette's there to, I don't know. We'll find something for her to do. But yeah, okay. So this is, I think, now that I've thought about it and kind of walked myself through it, this is kind of what I'm thinking. who knows how it's going to turn out. I might hate myself for all these choices, and maybe we'll have to, reshuffle the board next time. You also see I did pump up some levels a bit. I didn't go too crazy with it, but it looks like my lowest level is... It's actually Agat, I think. Agat and Cher are the lowest levels at 126, but... Oh, no. Josette, she's 125. Okay. But that's pretty good. Everyone was saying 120 plus would be more than enough. So I think I like this. I think we're good. You hit random. With how often the random pops up, I wonder if you could, that could be kind of a fun challenge run of this game. If you got really confident with it, almost like not like a Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke would be insane. Like someone dies, you start over. Can you imagine that? Or you could never use them again. But like every time you leave the Hermit's Garden, you had to hit the random button and just make the best make the best team you could from whatever it just threw at you. That could be kind of fun. Anyway, though, I think we're good. Oh, I'm scared, but I think this is a solid team, and I feel like we've got some good balance on all fronts. If I had to pick weaknesses, I think Party 4 is all my strongest players. But I don't like how my best CP regenerations are both on that team. I wish I had somebody else who was good at CP regeneration somewhere else. Party 1 is my next, I think, best balanced. It doesn't have a lot of magic attack. That's its weakness there. But I think it makes up for it being pretty good at everything else. Party 2... ironically, I think is going to be a surprisingly strong hitter because it's going to be like an all or nothing. Like, we're going to be dealing so much damage, but it's very glass cannon-y, so we'll have to see how that goes. And then Party 3, I think is oddly balanced, but again, we're really lacking in powerful magic casting. Like, we have a magic caster. She is pretty strong, but it's just not on the same level as Olivier, Chloe, or Ren. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on that. Let's jump in. I don't need to change equipment. He's still talking. I'm just going to talk over him. I don't need to change equipment. I already went through all that before we left. I'm glad it gives you a chance to. But I wanted to buy stuff if I needed to. And I think I'm good. So we're going to jump right in. I could maybe do like some change outs maybe if I realize, I'm in an area and everything's freezing us right now. So I could switch up like items to try and prevent freeze. Basically, I just tried to make things that were just as good and strong as possible, not knowing what I'd be up against. But I think we're ready. Let's proceed. Now remember, I have that save. We could always go back and reorganize next time. Here we go.
そろそろ行くとしようか。
ご武運を。
A smashing success.
ギルバート殿がたどり着いたら、私から事情を説明しておきます。
よろしく頼みますわ。この後に及んで水臭いこと言うのもなんや。
I mean, fair.
だから一つだけ、俺の方から言わせてほしい。みんな。また後でな。
See you at the top. I love that.
全員無事で。絶対にまた会おうや。
Yes. There we go. Look at that. I like how it's actually showing the teams running up together. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh. Oh, chills. Literal chills. All right. Let's start with the right gate path. I'm just going to go in order. I don't really care. So we're going to start with the right gate. This is going to be our core, my boys. We got Estelle, we got Joshua, we got Chloe, and then Mueller's pickup. Ooh, the right gate. All right, here we go. Let's top off our healing a bit because I think some of us changed up stuff. The music's really cool too. Okay, so for now, we're gonna end things here. We'll start next episode with this, and I'll go over the details of each of the teams as I've got them set up. But I also just noticed here that we have Estelle and Team Purple Hair. If I changed Estelle for Ren, we would have the Purple Hair team. That'd be a fun way to do the class, to do the organizing as well, by hair color. But anyway, thank you so much for being here today. Beginning of the end. depending on how long these places are, I'm guessing we won't see a map. Oh, just the castle. That's funny. Yeah, we'll do you. Okay. Cool. Let's call it. I could do that. So, anyway, back to this. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was really interesting to put it all together. Very fun, I'm sure. But I'm mostly just excited to see what you think of it and to see if you think I'm an idiot or not. Because, maybe don't give me too much advice because I'm going to make a run with my teams, whatever the case may be. I try to do something smart, but I would be interested just to hear your input on it. But, we'll see. I'm going to be interested to see what the scale and the challenge levels here are, because if it's like the Guardians of the Abyss, like about that strength, then it's not going to be too bad. I think my teams will be more than adequate for that. But if it's like the freaking tournament, we're in trouble. So we'll have to see. But anyway, I'll go over all the details next time. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you are excited to see what happens next week, because I certainly am, as we get ready to wind down Trails, the third chapter of Trails. Wow, I can't talk right now. Have a great rest of your day, and until next video, watch me up. See me in next. I'll see you there.